These are my favorite commons and uncommons from Tarkir Dragonstorm. First up, the Devotees. These are great designs as cheap creatures that not only help fix your otherwise shaky mana base, but also perform important roles for their respective clans. Cards like these lead to better games of Limited, and I hope we see similar designs in the future. Sarkhan's Resolve. While neither half of this card would usually be good enough on its own, the different situations that these modes are useful in makes it quite versatile. The plummet effect is great versus blue and white decks with a lot of flyers, but against green and red decks that don't have as many, a cheap pump spell is a nice way to win combat. Dragon's Prey. A nice clean removal spell that is easy to cast and splash due to the single black pip. I like that when targeting a dragon, it costs the extra 2 mana, since dragons normally cost more as well, so it's less of a blowout for the person playing the dragon. While this certainly makes it less powerful, I think it makes for more balanced games overall. Bearer of Glory. This is a perfect 2-drop attacker. I love the first strike on your turn design trend. It's a nice way to make sure that combat is incentivized instead of disincentivized, and board stalls happen less often. And the mass pump ability on your team works excellent with the tokens from Endure and Mobilize. Jeskai Brushmaster. Elegance, precision, grace. These 3 words perfectly encapsulate the way I feel about this card. The Brushmaster plays nicely with all the usual prowess enablers, and it's a clear step in the right direction for limited card design. Rakshasa's Bargain. I am a huge fan of the 2-word cycles in the context of a 3-color draft environment, and the Bargain is my favorite of the bunch. A simple but powerful card advantage and selection spell that feels fine at 4 mana and amazing at 3. Kishla Trawlers. I love cheap creatures that can generate a bit of value in the late game. I find it interesting that there's some tension with the Renew creatures since they exile themselves for value, but overall the design is sleek and efficient. Finally, Watcher of the Wayside. While the effect isn't particularly interesting or even all that good, I find the flavor text quite beautiful. There's something eerily haunting about it, a surreal feeling of tragedy for this nameless being as it fades from memory. Against Dragon Lords, Khans, and Ugin himself, the Golem survived. Original purpose forgotten, it awaits orders that will never come, from a world that has moved on without it.